Ben, it's been around 9 months since you first signed for Norwich City on loan. We're delighted that that's being made permanent after promotion to the Premier League. So how does that feel for you?
Yeah, just absolutely delighted. Since we came here, we've been really settled. We absolutely love it. What we achieved sort of last season was remarkable, really. It couldn't have sort of went any better. Bar the injury for me personally, but also, and most important, as a team and as a squad. We had clear goals and we set out to achieve them and we fulfilled them in every way. We didn't just get promoted, but champions, record points. It's literally been a dream move.
And you told the media in January that this loan move had ticked every box, and I'm sure, like you say, bar the injury, that hasn't changed since then.
No, of course, look, injuries happen. It was unfortunate. The positive to it is that I'll be back fit for, I am back fit for pre-season. The negative to it was that, yeah, we were almost promoted and champions anyway, but you're going to miss out on those moments where, you actually seal promotion or actually win the league. So, look, that's part and parcel. It happens, but as I said, I had a snap hand off for the season I had individually and as a team, most important, because every box, every aim that we all had going into the season, we ticked them all. And for me, it was a big step. I need to get my career back on track, and I've certainly done that, and I've found a home again.
And you still got to enjoy some of the title celebrations. So how was that?
I did. Well, I didn't have any other choice but to sit and drink and watch the lads after I was injured. To be honest, as unprofessional as that will sound, but you've got to enjoy those moments, and the celebrations were fantastic. We worked hard all year. We dedicated ourselves all year. So when those moments come along, it is important to let your hair down. Particularly in a year where you couldn't go out, you couldn't do things for. Listen, drinking isn't a big part of the game anymore, but having a couple of pints together as a squad sometimes is really good, because you break down barriers. It's really good for camaraderie. And obviously with the COVID restrictions, we didn't do that all year. So to get the opportunity to have a couple of beers together and celebrate what an unbelievable year it had been was really special.
And you said on the All in Yellow podcast how much it had meant to you personally to come here, get a fresh start, like you say, get almost a second family. How much do you think it will mean to you to be doing that in the Premier League?
Yeah, it's where everyone wants to be. It's where I've been for different chapters of my career. It's the best league in the world. You see two English teams in the Champions League final. The Premier League is where everyone wants to be. It's the best competition. It's the most exciting competition. It's also where the finance is. And to be honest, this is a big club that has been built on. It's been improved, and it's a club that should be in the Premier League. And as I say, we can't wait to have another crack at it. I know what happened 2 years ago happened, but the club's learned so much and developed so much from then. It's not the same team, it's not the same club that's going to have a crack at it. We're going to stay up and we're going to be successful, and we can't wait to get started.
And this season, at the time of recording, it's only 34 league goals conceded, which is the second best defensive record in the division. Are you convinced that we've got the stability to adapt more quickly perhaps to the Premier League than the team that got promoted in 2018-19 did when they conceded 57 goals on their way to the title? Yeah,
I think so. I think if you look at the players we have now, firstly what the lads did sort of 3 years ago when they did get promoted was remarkable, and it probably wasn't expected. It was an extremely young team. They will have all still had a lot to learn. So then you get to the Premier League, it's quite a harsh reality. I think some of those lads that we've still got have obviously had that experience now, so they'll have learned and improved themselves. And the players we've brought in, are players that are probably a little bit more streetwise, have been and experienced that themselves. Hopefully, I'm sort of one of them. And I think we've got that knack about us. I think you've seen last season that we've changed the way sort of Norwich played slightly. We haven't gone away from the principles and beliefs that the manager and Stuart has, but we've sort of tightened up slightly, and it's made a big difference. And I think that gives the attacking players more freedom, because they know then that they can rely on the boys behind them. And let's be honest, you're going to need that at times in the Premier League. You're coming up against the best players in the world, the best outfits, the best attacks, and if you're already leaking goals when you get to the Premier League, then what chance have you got when you get there? So the defensive stability which comes from the full team, not just the goalkeeper and the defence, has been something that we're really proud of, and it's something that we're looking to build on.
And like you say, the players who had come through the academy going into the Premier League last time have a bit more experience now. This season, those outside of the academy might not have known too much about Andrew Omobamidele. Do you think he can continue to go from strength to strength, working with yourself and Grant?
Yeah, without a doubt. Andrew's he's a top lad first and foremost. So he's very sort of unassuming, I guess. Like he's stepped into a team that's about to become champions, playing on an extremely big stage, and no panic, just complete calmness, really level-headed. Gets on with his work. He's just a good lad, and I have no doubt he's going to have a really bright future in the game. He's got a lot to learn. So do I. So does Grant. You never stop learning. I'm a firm believer in that, and we can all help each other. Same with Zimbo. So look, we've got to listen. Obviously, he's a young lad. He's still learning the game. We've got to try and help him. But in terms of sort of raw talent, raw physical stature, he's in a hell of a position to kick on and achieve whatever he wants to.
And yourself and a number of players, of course, will be desperate to be playing at the highest level. There are also those players who tasted relegation last time and will want to put those wrongs right. So do you think that can be an asset for us as well?
Yeah, that hunger and that fire, and I think you've seen that last season when we've, as I say, to bounce straight back. Not many teams do, and to do it in the way we did, that manner, sort of champions, record total. That fire is quite clearly there. We've all got a point to prove. I've also been relegated at a point in my career. It's an horrible feeling, and it's something that you've got to use to motivate you. And we've got to believe that we're going to achieve something special this season, because if you don't have that belief, then you're not going to achieve it. So I genuinely believe, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll stay in the Premier League. Can't wait to attack it. We'll give it everything we got from minute one till the end. And as I say, I'm sure it's going to be a real special season for us personally as individuals and the football club, because we can make something really, really wonderful happen and build on what we did last season.
And finally, how much are you looking forward to seeing the fans at Carrow Road at the start of next season?
Yeah, well, it's obviously bizarre. It's bizarre in the sense that we've achieved something special. Probably the best Norwich Championship team ever, and yeah, I haven't really played in front of fans. I think the max has been 1,000 or 2,000. So we got a sneak peek when we did win the league, and there was a few outside. But listen, it's been difficult, so we just can't wait to welcome them back. It's crazy that I've sort of, even personally, I think I've achieved something special here with a club that I've never actually played in front of the fans, unless I've played for Middlesbrough against them. So really can't wait. Hopefully that's in place for the first game, where everyone can come and watch and enjoy the game again, because it isn't the same without the fans. And I know how big the fan base is here and how important it is to the football club, and also likewise how important it is to the people. That's why it's sold out constantly. So yeah, we just can't wait. It'd be great to have them back, and we'll need them.